Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Disaster. Before the timer kicks off this week, we do wish to send a couple of condolences before the video begins, as we are sending our condolences to the family, friends, and former teams of Demaryius Thomas, alongside with the people of Mayfield, Kentucky. We wish all of them the best of luck during this time, and we will begin momentarily. Thank you.
And we're live.
Welcome to the Sports Disaster, everyone. My name is Helv. To the count going this way and then down around, we got Duck, Zep, Valor, Reckoning, and Mago.
It's been 2 months since I've been here.
Yep.
Why weren't you here then?
Am I using
Running
the right
finals, I guess.
Yeah. We weren't
football.
here last week due to finals, but
Yeah.
Reckoning wasn't here because his Tennessee Martin Skyhawks won't stop winning.
Yeah.
or choking. We
didn't
of
choke.
winning,
We just got our asses beat by a good team.
we have ourselves some interesting news from Helv's team in Vancouver. We have a strange NFL
an
week
unfortunate
and a half,
scene
I'd
of
say.
events, I'm going to say. Does that make more sense?
What?
Yeah, and we also have a very special guest joining us for some college football talk. But Helv, what are we starting off with today?
All right, so the topics for this week is the Canucks cleaning house until it's sparkly as fuck. Pardon my language. NFL's beautiful fiasco moments. College football, we are heading into playoff rounds. Hopefully we don't crap the pants.
Oh, trust me, they'll find a way.
Yeah, and finally, Abu Dhabi F1. We're finishing. It's time to finish the F1 season on a high note.
First, we got some very interesting news from over the past week concerning the favorite team of one of the people here in this room, the Vancouver Canucks. Helv, a resident Canucks fan, take it away.
All right,
I can't point.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do it like
you know what?
Right?
You have the floor. So Helv.
No. Hey, everyone gets to view us. All right.
No.
So earlier this last couple weeks, we had the Canucks firing Green in favor of barbecue Bruce. And I was like, something's coming up. I think Canucks fans are waiting to see what's happening. Later did we know, the full sweep announcement was slammed. Damn. Green out, Benning out, both of their assistants out. And a couple more of the hierarchy too later this week. JR and now Barbecue Bruce and JR are in Vancouver. Barbecue Bruce is doing coaching duties, and JR's president and interim GM. Oh boy, I'm gonna cry. Hey, soon.
Why are you
If
sad?
he screws it up. But anyways, hopefully this is going to be the one major thing that we can probably restructure another season, and hopefully the locker room can probably be bitch slapped and get back in line. That's all for me.
Yeah, it's coming from a Penguins fan who dealt with JR in the last years of his tenure. I can say, for Canucks fans, you should be excited. Yes, JR did have a horrible track record at the end of his tenure with Pittsburgh, but what that guy did, taking over from Ray Shero, dealing with a Penguins team who's kind of on decline, and taking them where he did. For Canucks fans, should be a relief because this guy is the anti-Benning, I'd say. He's not willing to screw the pooch with high risk forwards or high risk players like a Louis Eriksson and Oliver Ekman Larson. But what he's willing
Right.
to do instead is try and find players who have that grit, have the tenacity, and could open up space for players like a Pedersen or a Quinn Hughes. What they've lacked so far is just that. What the Penguins really didn't need in his final years was that. So for Canucks fans, I am interested to see, because even though Jim Rutherford is taking over as president of hockey operations, Stan Schmiel, the former captain of the Canucks during their 1982 right after their 1982 Cup run,
He's
taking
the
over.
first Canuck to have their banner number hung into the
Exactly.
rafters.
Jersey
of
retired.
course, Barbecue Bruce Boudreau. He has an infamous reputation in the playoffs of collapsing when he has a 3-2 lead. But here's the thing: he helps them get to that playoff Valhalla, so to speak, for the Canucks, who've been mired in misery at average and mediocrity at best. For them to have a guy who can get a team like them to the playoffs, it's exciting. And plus, Jim Benning, who's continuously held the team back with some very, there's any word I can use here, but let's just say they're very bad signings in the off seasons they've had. Plus Travis Green, who's just always been kind of there. It's a relief. Is it going to be the best thing for them? We don't know. But is it better than what they had? Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
With that said, now it's time that you know what? Let's do something. One of the topics we ain't ready yet. So, which one should we do next? Should we do?
I'd say let's figure out the NFL, because
Not yet.
Oh.
That's no Steelers, Vikings, NFL. That's going to be one package.
Okay.
So we got
Okay,
two
so
selections to go with.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go F1. Go ahead,
Okay.
Hal. This is your floor.
So as of this moment, Verstappen is in pole position for the final race of the series. Hopefully, this will be. And here's the thing: I'm not a Lewis Hamilton fan, nor am Max Verstappen. Do I want Max Verstappen over Lewis Hamilton? Of course. I don't like Lewis Hamilton because he's I'm not gonna say the N word, but I am gonna say this: push.
What?
Pussy.
Basically what Hel was saying is this dude's a coward, this dude is a fraud, and this dude should not be there.
Yep.
There's better phrasing, Hel.
Well, here's the thing. He's a pussy. He's a pussy man who blames his team for muck-ups that he's done.
So an AB 2.0. Great.
Well, F1 AB basically.
Yes, Doc.
We are in MLS. We are just about underway, and here we go. 2021 MLS Cup is underway. Portland Timbers versus the New York City FC. Portland's looking for their second Philip F. Anschutz Trophy. NYCFC is looking for their first.
All right.
All right. So The other
right.
thing worth mentioning, since we mentioned about the Canucks cleaning house, something to mention before we move on. Alain Vigneault of the Philadelphia Flyers, he was unbelievably
Sacked.
fired as they were on an 0-8 skid. They lost the next 2 games after he was fired, but they finally won. Alain Vigneault out as the coach of the Flyers caught us all by surprise, I'd say, but at the same time, they were looking for anything after last season, where they missed the playoffs after going pretty far in 2020. Hell, what's next?
I'm working on. You know what? Call Ag. Duck.
Yeah, I'll DM
Alright.
him.
All right. As of this
Where is the
moment,
tradition?
Now,
it's
I'm
time
going
to
to
summon the tradition,
Did
man,
someone say
boys.
tradition?
now for those of you who who don't really
No,
aren't
who
really
beer
our
back?
inner
Yeah,
circle. This
yeah.
person, beer
We know what you meant.
battered Aggie syndrome, is a huge fan of the Texas A&M Aggies. He streams himself under beer battered Aggie syndrome on Twitch, but also this guy is the I'm trying to think of the word, but he is the one who leads the server where most of us found out about the sports disaster, and is the one who's helped us promote the most. So it only makes sense that we're bringing him in, because not only is he a big fan of college football, but he
says he'll be right there.
This dude can
Also,
talk.
so while
about
we're
college
waiting,
football.
in the Army Navy game, they're tied at 7 with 7.5 to go in the first quarter.
Tied
Who's
7.
up?
Yep, tied at 7.
Oh, we're tied at 7.
Apparently,
Okay.
Army has a 56-yard touchdown run. Oh, Navy just tied
surprised.
it up.
Okay. Go
All right.
Navy beat Army.
Okay, well, apparently looking at the standings, Army is good, Navy is not.
I don't care. Upsets.
Never doubt a rivalry game.
All right.
Yeah. He goes be right there, guys. Hang on.
He is in.
There we
And
go.
speaking of,
And where
welcome-
is
Ag's chair is making an appearance.
Oh, I hear. Oh, I hear.
I
the
hear
kitchen.
alcohol.
Oh no.
Nope. We hear a blender. Hopefully blending up
The
something
urinate-
good.
Is this
Unity Tree
is this
Discord
Blood
service.
Cider
That's
again?
issued. That's issued a
Oh,
drunk
really?
Tex X 70 warning.
Oh,
If
no.
you root for the
No.
University of Texas at Austin,
Oh god, are you looking up the drunk
Louisiana
ad?
State University or University of
I'm-
Oklahoma athletic programs, do not approach this individual.
Before Ag gets in, I just want
Ag.
to mention something. The
Oh, there
Michigan
he is.
game. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Andy's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
He probably put his own team in the trash.
That's what I was going to say. This is
Oh my
There he
God.
is.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
No
Hey,
worries.
no
man.
problem, man.
board. We're
Welcome
just getting
to the
into
Good
it.
to hear
show.
y'all. Hang on.
Oh my god, Ag is actually sitting down again.
Oh no. Okay.
But
Reckoning,
college
you deserve
football,
this. You deserve this so much right now.
Shut
for
up, it's
about-
funny.
Watch out. Watch out, Ag.
anyways,
Hang on, I'm
college.
sorry, I can't hear y'all. Give me just a
Oh.
second.
It's okay.
No
Oh,
worries,
got
man.
the internet.
We're good. But anyways,
All right,
college football. Before we lead in, I want to just make a quick mention. Michigan, congratulations! For the first time since 2004, you've won the Big Ten.
And
they
now
finally
you're
beat
in.
Ohio State.
And now
in the
you're in
process.
CFP territory.
Stand by.
Cover your butt.
Sorry,
Standing
having
by.
issues hearing y'all.
We are standing
Uh,
by.
All right. No worries, man. Hey, off the wall! Thank you for joining us this week.
Okay, I think I can hear y'all now. I just need to turn it off.
Hey, there he is. John, what's going on, man?
Welcome.
We appreciate you
aboard,
being
Off the
here.
Wall.
All right.
And by the way, Off the Wall Finals Week is over. I'll be there tonight, 7 p.m. when you're streaming.
All
There we
right.
go.
Good.
All right. Can you hear us now, Ag?
Ah,
All right. Can
There
you
he
hear us
is.
now? Excellent.
All right, he can
All
hear
right,
us.
So as of this moment, I only have the final 4 teams going in a bracket going into a tier maker bracket showdown.
Okay.
And I am about to show. Are you guys ready to see this beautiful disaster of a moment?
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, not the video file. What am I doing? Share screen.
Dumbass.
Window.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sports disaster, where everything
very
has a
much a
potential for
disaster.
disaster.
All right, you
There
guys
it
see it?
is.
You guys all see it?
Yep.
All right.
You might want to take out the blanket.
I don't know why-
All right.
I don't know why
you
it has
see-
the zips in there. They're not making it there anytime soon.
No. That ain't the zip. No. We're only pay attention to the teams in the final four.
Yeah.
Right.
here.
We know. It just
Yeah.
has the zips in the bottom.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. All right. So you guys see the four teams that are in the final four.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know who they are.
So reminder for people who do not know. The Southeast claimed 2 positions inside of the final showdowns, alongside with the American Athletic Conference,
Yep.
as well
Yep.
as the Big Ten. Pac-12
That's
didn't
right.
make it because
Cincinnati is the first group of 5 team to make it into the tournament.
And
Congratulations to them.
Good for them. It's good for the sport.
Unfortunately, because
all right.
college
With
sucks.
that said, I believe it is all time for us to decide which positions in the top 4 are we going
It's
to
gonna
get.
be Alabama
So
and Georgia in the finals. Watch.
And we'll see. But anyways, the titles for the ranks
Hey,
are
freaking spoilers.
Campeones,
God.
Campeones, ole, ole, ole.
Oh,
got
I forgot
runner-up.
spoiler alert. Damn.
Third place, 4th participation ribbon.
Okay.
Participation.
So we're just ranking them what we think it's going to end as.
Yes.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
position do we think? And remember, they don't give out a bronze. They don't give out the third place. It's because of
We
reasons.
know.
But I'm gonna
Right,
say
so that's
whoever
our
gets the
No.
most points.
We're talking about
Whoever's-
seeding.
Yeah, but basically, whoever's got the most points is basically gonna get it. We all agree on that.
So
All right.
Okay.
With that said, we'll start off with the team that got dethroned.
Georgia will be the runner-up.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
Georgia. Of course, they're going to be the runner-up.
All
Yeah,
right.
I have
It's going to
Georgia
be
as
as painful
runner-up.
as possible for them, and they're going to
All
lose.
right. All right.
Sorry.
Look, Mom, I'm from
And
Georgia.
And John from Off the Wall Hockey says, "Thank God there's at least a couple new teams this year." I
Yeah,
agree with you, John.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
exactly.
If you're asking me, it should be 16 teams and a 16-team anti-playoff. But we've been down that rabbit hole before.
Yes, we have been
Yes.
on your stream specifically.
We want relegation. Give me Massachusetts versus Connecticut Part 2. Damn it!
Stonks.
Boy combos.
All right, perfect.
Stonks.
All right, next. All right, boys. Next
Bama's
one.
winning.
You know what?
wins.
I'm
Go
gonna
put
leave
them at the
Alabama
top.
last because we all know where they're going. Let's do
Yeah.
Michigan.
Third place.
Michigan, I think they do. Well,
Michigan
here's the
will
thing:
put
Georgia's
somewhere
built on
above five.
defense,
Ag
but
first. Ag
Mi-
first. We'll go
Yeah,
Ag
go
first,
ahead.
and then we'll have
Ag.
one at. We're gonna do one at a time. So Ag.
Sorry about
I think we are going to witness the angriest Georgia team we have ever seen on the field, and Michigan is going to get absolutely destroyed.
Oof,
I think they're going to lose by
Ooh.
14 to 20 minimum.
damn.
So
I think Michigan is.
Yeah,
Again, they got beaten by an overrated Michigan State team this year. And yeah, you could say there was some ref ball fuckery at the end, but the fact that that game was even close tells me that they're not as good as people say they are.
here's the
Alright.
thing:
I think Michigan will be fourth. And they may
Here's-
well be a better team than Cincinnati, but I think Cincinnati will play Alabama closer than
Oh,
Michigan will play Georgia.
you think Michigan would be fourth?
here's the thing with Georgia. Unless they're playing Alabama, they do have a stout defense. And Michigan, they do have a great running attack with Hassan Haskins. He's been absolutely unbelievable. But I think and Aiden Hutchinson has been getting sacks out of the wazoo. So I can see Michigan and Georgia being a defensive battle. But I think Georgia will be coming out on top also.
All right.
So Reckoning. Do you have anything to say?
All I gotta say is Georgia's gonna be Michigan, but it's probably gonna be closer than Alabama in a group of 5 team.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My
This is-
opinion.
I have Michigan. Yeah, I have Michigan in third.
Yeah, and Ag has them in fourth. So hell, what's your vote? Third or fourth?
We do majority.
You know what? I'm thinking this over. Michigan has done pretty well this year due to me listening to you guys in the
Sorry
college
about that. I
football
had
chat.
to
Because
drink Monster.
no worries, man. I've heard how Michigan's been doing pretty well and how much they sometimes choke the ball away so goddamn much they feel like they're gonna be trash. But with that said, I'm sensing a complete and utter shit show and a half against Michigan. So with that said, I'm pulling out trump card. I'm pulling out trump
It's a
card.
2v.
It's
a two-way-
2v2.
Yep, and unfortunately, Zepp's gone to get food, and Valor's muted,
Valor.
so we have no tiebreaker.
It's
I'm
not
calling-
to say
I'm gonna
Michigan's
say-
a bad team.
I'm calling trump card. I'm playing trump card. How about that?
It's not to say
Okay.
Michigan's a bad team. It's that this is
Yeah.
going to be a Georgia team with a nuclear fire under their ass this year.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
that
they
is
won't.
exactly what
and
it
here's
is.
the thing. You know what I'm gonna? I'm sensing we might have a rematch of SEC championship.
Yep.
Of course
Yep,
we
that's
are.
what we're going
I am
with.
doing
It's not even
so.
close.
This is how
That's
I'm
not a
placing it.
thought.
That's
not
exactly
a-
how I would do it.
That's
Yep.
not a thought in the slightest.
The SEC is by far and away the best conference. It's a meat grinder of a schedule. I'm sorry, this one's so obvious. It's going to be Georgia's going to absolutely blast Michigan and then come up short again. We've seen this before.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Although I
As a
think
Bucks fan, I'm
Alabama
praying
will
for it.
struggle against Cincinnati just to up the ante that much more. It'll be that much more intense.
All right.
Yeah.
That's how Alabama's done it the whole year. They've gotten it done. They haven't gotten it done pretty, but they've gotten it done.
Yep.
All right.
Step is saying go blue.
All right.
He wants
Ed,
Michigan
you don't
to
mind
win.
if you want to stay behind and do the NFL list if you want?
All
What
right.
the crap?
I can stick around for the NFL. I'm not super keen on it, but I
All
can
right.
throw in an interesting barb or two here.
Well,
All
neither
right.
am I, but I'm here so I won't get banned.
That I
You're not gonna get banned from the server, man.
Yeah, you're going to get banned from the 8-person server.
Yes.
Possibly.
I
All
get
right.
demoted.
All right,
You're-
so
you're-
let's
you're
take a
down
look
there
at
with
what we got
Santa
here.
Kirby
Take a look
now.
at all
How's
the
it
teams,
feel?
and here are
All
the
right.
tiers for this. We've got
And Zepp is back.
Shipper, Divisional Doghouse, Wild Cards Like a Joker, Suspicious as the Referees, Trash, and then sent to the CFL.
Well,
So some more
let's get one
national
team out of the
nation.
way because they're already eliminated. Houston Texans, welcome to the
CFL,
CFL.
Yep.
Welcome to the Canadian Football League.
That,
Population.
that one goes without saying. That team is mis-fucking-managed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me one more second. I'll keep going.
Oh, we got more people
We have
coming
Mayan Abiri.
He says, "Oh my god."
in. yeah. Also, quick.
Wonder who he's
we'll
saying
do
that
it later.
for.
We'll do it later. But
Wonder
I'll
who
say
she's
this:
saying
the
that for.
Texans. I don't think even professional help can help them. They need a thorough overhaul.
they need either a firmer overhaul or you're gonna get swapped by a Canadian football team,
No, they just need to
football
sell.
league team.
No,
Yeah,
like
just
how McDaniel,
sell.
like how McDaniel's the owner, but he's still a puppet. He's still a puppet for Jack Easterby. Oh my God, Zepp
Yeah.
has a face.
Yep.
Zepp
Zepp has
And
a
the face
face.
is death. Imagine you're starting QB team David Mills.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Oh,
Couldn't
yeah.
be
I'm
me.
just stuck with the fat fuck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Davis-
Ryan
Davis
also
Mills
says
is-
hi.
Hello and
Oh,
welcome. All right.
Hi.
man. But also, I will say,
Glad to have you
Houston-
here.
Davis Mills looked about as underseasoned as a Pittsburgh steak.
Ooh.
Fair enough. All right.
So next, the team.
I
Let's
guess
do
I'm
the
not
game
going to
that happened on
Pittsburgh for
Thursday.
steak.
Let's do the game on Thursday. Let's do Steelers versus Vikings.
Both of them are suspicious. I'm going to say that now.
I agree.
Yes. Both.
I'm gonna do
Let's be
do
real.
something here, though. Because we know what's happening for shit stain of the week this week, boys.
Yes. Chase Claypool, what are you doing? Also, thank you, Mayan.
And here's
we're
the
all
thing.
doing well.
If it's gonna be
Right.
on the tier list, it's an automatic demotion.
Yeah,
Here's
so
the
we're
thing.
just
So
so they go right
Vikings,
to
suspicious.
With the
Steelers,
Vikings,
trash.
here's the thing. The Vikings should be better than they are right now.
yeah, and that's the reason why I'm putting them as suspicious because if it weren't for their record, I'd have them higher. But
Mhm.
because the record has been so bad, they do look suspicious. I do feel that of the teams currently fighting for that last seed in the NFC, or I should say in the last seed of the NFC wild card, they're the team to beat.
Yep.
They are.
Also,
And-
if you're wondering why I put the Steelers in trash, is because a certain Canadian bastard by the name of
English,
Chase
do you
Place.
speak it?
This, yeah, whatever. Anyways, he drank the
Place
super juice this
Claypool.
last
That's what I'm
week.
going to call him from now on.
Place Chapel.
Whatever.
Place
But anyways,
Claypool.
whatever. Anyways, he cost his team ample amount of time to continue the game, and finish off the game. Congratulations, you deserve trash. You got your team demoted in our tier maker because
Here's
you
the
became
thing.
shit stain of the week. You cost
Here's
this
the
for your
thing.
team. Fucking shut up.
Here's the thing. The entire blame should not go to Chase Claypool because the team in the entire first half, it's mind-boggling. Like
29-0.
Boswell couldn't hit a kick worth a damn.
Well, neither
I
could
wouldn't
get
put this
Joseph.
You're
for a
only-
while.
trash.
the
They're
only-
sus, but they're not
Our
trash.
offensive MVP is frickin' Presley Harvin. When your punter is the MVP, that's when you know your team is into shit.
Thank
In
you,
my
man.
instance, I don't understand anything about what's going on in here, but I support you guys.
It's just
Yeah,
sports
thank you very
talk, don't
much,
worry.
man.
We
I
talk
think
about
they
sports.
call it a disaster is what's going on in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly-
Sure.
That's why we call it the sports disaster, ladies and gentlemen.
Hashtag
I do want to
branding.
add.
Yep.
I do want to add to the talk about the Steelers, though. The Steelers, yes, the Vikings almost blew that lead and the game. However, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'd have them as suspicious at best because they are incredibly reliant on TJ Watt and Cam Hayward to carry a bunch of dead weight on the defense. Meanwhile, on the offense, you're working with a false-look quarterback, and poor I'm going to say this, Freiermuth and Najee Harris deserve to be on better teams because what
Yes.
they're around right now is, I know what I'm looking for, a dumpster fire.
That's
Boy
being too
branding
light,
for
Zeb.
someone else. Congratulations.
That's being too light, Zeb.
I know. I was trying to think of worse things to say about how they've been performing, but I also know that there's no adjective I can use to describe how bad they've looked without dipping into territory we cannot go to.
Yep.
I think I can probably put one into the spot, but not fully into that certain technical part.
Yeah.
Right.
I have to disagree.
It's
All right, Ag, let's hear it.
all right.
I think they're. I don't think they're quite trash. They've had a few bad games, but they're still within contention of a wild card. You know, they're still
Shockingly.
a 500 team, and to me, the way they win games is exactly what that word is all about. It's a suspicious team. They have no business being as good as they are, which is mediocre. So I would call them suspicious.
Right.
It's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Y'all have to agree.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Should we,
have
we
them
throw
as
them in suspicious and then throw the and then
No, I
put
think-
Vikings
I think
where
it's
they
not-
are.
No.
I think-
Vikings can stay. You can move the Steelers up if you want.
I
I
think
think
the
it's-
reason why I'm
Vikings stay
keeping them
suspicious.
down there is because of Chase Claypool and what he did.
Well, you're Canadian too, and
Yeah,
he's not
so you can
representing
kinda
your
see my
country
point.
very well. So
You can
But-
kind of see my
So
point.
it's some
in keeping
national
them down.
bias.
yeah, that's
Wasted-
national bias.
Steelers don't
National
stand
bias.
That's racist.
All right. With that said,
Next.
what's the next? Okay. First game of the week for Sunday.
First game on Sunday.
If I can
all
get
right.
to it,
Hang on. Double check.
What's the
I
matchup?
know-
Sunday.
I know Cowboys
it
and
is
football team are
the
playing it,
Atlanta
dude.
Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh.
Both
You want
of
to
them
talk
are
about
very-
two trash teams, in my opinion. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Here's the thing. I definitely agree with Carolina being in the trash tier because any team that tries a speed rebuild across sports is realizing sooner rather than later that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
The Panthers thought they could just speed rebuild by just getting Sam Darnold and thinking he'd be the miracle to help save them. One problem. This guy got overcooked with the Jets thanks to somebody by the name of Adam Gase. But
Fuck
on the
him.
other hand, their defense, they're missing basically the quarterback for the other side of the ball since Kuechly retired. That's been the one thing that's held them back. On the other side of the coin, Atlanta. I'm putting them in suspicious tier only because despite shooting themselves in the foot time and time again, they somehow still look like they could compete for that 7th seed. Because the NFL has no idea what it wants to do.
No, none. And Mayanax, what do you guys think of Gaga's show in the Super Bowl a few years back?
Okay, so
I
I've always
don't-
just thought Lady Gaga was what if Madonna, but not that innovative. Fine, but it's not. I would say it's
fine.
nothing special.
Yeah, it's not really my cup.
Neutral, 100% neutral.
Yeah,
Neutral.
Yeah,
Um,
neutral.
Since
Swift.
Mayan's been here, and we thank you for joining us. Mayan is a big fan of Lady Gaga and her music, so just take notes. But anyways, back to the list. The Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers, Zach. That's who we're covering right now. And you mentioned they both looked bad. How so?
He's not
actually-
here yet.
Ag's gone.
Ag.
Go
So my
Put 'em
opinion, Carolina's trash. I'm gonna say Falcons right now. I think they're under a coaching change. They're still under
Yeah.
that coach change, are they?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they
starting
still are.
the rookie head coach and Arthur Smith.
All right. So with
So,
that
yeah,
said,
they're sus.
my thing, they are under a suspicious ladder. If you guys agree
Yep.
with me.
Right. Yep, I agree. All right, next. All right, next
all right,
matchup.
I got sleeper open. I got the scores. I got. what
Oh,
I
you're on
got.
sleeper.
Well, I'm a
Yeah,
sleeper league. Sleeper
Okay.
league.
Oh,
Hey,
Okay.
I got the score.
What's
I got
next?
the game.
What's next,
We'll
man?
go. We'll go New Orleans. Saints versus Jets.
Thus,
This is gonna be a shit show and a half.
The Jets are
Jets,
the
trash.
Jets are CFL.
yeah, the Jets
Okay.
is
Jets,
CFL.
CFL. I'm gonna say Saints. Wild cards like a Joker.
No, the Saints are
no, they're
stuck,
sus.
Uh,
They're sus,
All right,
man.
fine, sus. It's fine, sus.
because this is a case where I think the NFC's 7th seed is a bit of a benefit, because a team that looks as bad as the New Orleans Saints have been still can compete for a playoff spot, and
There we
that's
go.
more on the NFL having the 7th seed than the Saints not being terrible. And then on the other hand, the Jets, I'd actually just rank them higher than the CFL for one reason. They may be in the tank bowl, but they're not leading the tank bowl.
Fair
Right.
enough.
They are bad enough to not compete, but they're bad enough to not compete for that 7th seed, but they're not good enough to
Win.
make the tank bowl championship.
Yeah,
They're not good enough to get the
Right.
top. They're
I
not
think-
bad enough to get.
I think the Jets would beat the Texans 7 to 8 times out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'd
we're
say
playing with
9.
Jets and trash. So Jets trash, I guess. For now.
They're-
I would say they're trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All
I
right.
think we're all gonna say trash for that one. Let's get the next
Mhm.
one.
The next game on sleeper.
We already
is
did-
Dallas
we already
and
did
Washington.
Atlanta, Carolina. Dallas versus the football team.
This is a game
Ooh.
that would help decide the NFC East superiority.
I think you've
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
divisional
have-
doghouse versus a wild card here. I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm saying
Yeah.
this, but the football team
Washington-
looks solid. They look solid.
All right.
They do.
Okay.
So with
Yeah,
that said,
same here.
you know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna throw them both in wild card.
No.
No.
No,
There's
no,
no way
don't do
Dallas
that.
is
Who's going to win the
I'm
NFC
kidding.
East?
I'm
One of those
kidding.
teams
Throw
has to win
Dallas
the
in the
NFC East.
divisional doghouse,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
throw the
Oh,
redacted
wow,
into
y'all are
the
still
wild card.
using the old logo, and y'all got on my shit earlier for calling them the you know what.
I will.
Hey,
I will
Well,
Fine
say
here's
Point
the
this.
thing.
says
I
that all
don't
the
have any.
time.
I don't have any image here that has the
Plus,
football team.
don't look
logo,
at me.
so-
Look at Helv. That's right. I'm pointing fingers today.
Okay,
Oh,
hang on.
Wow,
there.
big man.
Shameful display. Shameful display. We all know
Stop.
the rap.
Hang on.
All right, let's
Let me just put it
continue.
simply. The football team is another team. I think that their record is a bit of a lie, because they've looked better than what they are. I've seen them a couple. Excuse me for that, but I've seen them a couple times this season when they have kept it close but didn't win. And this team, to me, feels like they could actually compete, especially with Taylor Heineke in the lead. Dallas, on the other hand, there's only one thing I think that holds them back, and that is coaching.
Yep.
Because we all know, all of us here know, Mike McCarthy is not the genius he's been hyped to be, especially when it comes to the playoffs.
Guys, we got a comment asking, so what do we normally do here? And I'm the least
we
equipped
talk
to answer
sports.
that question.
Yeah,
So
we talk.
We normally talk sports and we tell some shitty dad jokes. That's basically all we do here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we yell at each other pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Although mine, be tuned on Wednesday because
And if
we'll
you're
be having
lucky,
a massive game night right before
Ooh.
a major stream bomb.
Oh yes, I forgot
And if
about
you're
that.
lucky,
shit.
and if you're lucky,
y'all got to run that
Help's
one.
parents
for me.
might
I'm gonna
walk
be-
through the door and bomb the stream.
I'm going to be. I work.
Possibly,
I work long
possibly
days.
not.
I
All
may
I'm
not
gonna
be able
say
to-
is I will be
Don't worry
hosting.
about it.
All right,
Don't
all
worry
I'm gonna
about
say
it.
is
I got it under control.
all right.
I'll handle
All I'm
it.
gonna say is I'm hosting it on my Twitch for that week, for
Yep.
that day. So be prepared for shitstorm on the Twitch.
Yep.
That should
Yep.
be
Yes.
entertaining.
And then, what's the next game?
And mine
hang on,
saying,
okay,
ooh,
time
which
out.
game? Around
So
this
we're
time?
gonna do a bit of
Jackbox and
Jackbox.
Among Us.
Yeah, we might do something else alongside those two. But
Maybe.
after,
Yes.
And what
I
time?
believe I have the start time. Do you have the start time on file reckoning or no?
Actually,
Be
yeah.
sure to bring the spice, man.
Give me a second. I got it.
Okay, yeah,
It starts
either
at
4 or 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. I might
7
say
or
we might
7:30
start a little
Eastern
bit
Standard
earlier.
Time.
We might start a little bit earlier, probably around
Maybe.
3:30 Pacific,
Right.
6:30 to 7:30, and then after we're done, we're gonna go join in on another stream Twitch member who's gonna be celebrating X amount of years on Twitch.
One.
Well, his first year anniversary on the Twitch.
Yep.
All right, back to the tier list.
All right.
We've lost the
If
foot.
Health
Sorry
can
about
get
that.
back to it, there we go.
I
Yeah,
got
what's
it.
next
I got
game?
it. Don't worry.
The next game is Titans and Jaguars. Jaguars are CFL,
The
100%.
Jaguars absolutely
Yes.
deserve to be in the CFL. That
And
was
the
no doubt.
Titans are divisional.
I'll say wild card. I'll say wild card.
Titans are divisional.
no.
Colts are the wild card.
Who do you think? No, see, I would put him in the
They're not-
division. Who are you going to put over Tennessee? You think he's going to be the Colts?
Yeah,
I think
Who's
that's
the winner
mainly
division?
I was
The Colts could do it eventually, but as of now, the Titans are the better team
all right. So you want me
Yeah.
to put Titans in divisional?
for now.
Titans in division.
Nope.
All right.
I'm going to veto
Jags in the
this.
CFL.
Uh-oh. We got a veto, bicep.
I'm
Let's
going
see.
the Jags in the CFL. The emote.
Spicy
no,
emote.
excuse me. Yes.
Spicy
Am I
emote
supposed to be
earlier
like
is
the
better for me.
fire, like the fire emote?
But also,
I don't know
for the Jaguars, I agree that they just don't have anything going for them, and they're becoming that team you just kind of forget is even there until you see them on your schedule.
Yeah.
The Titans, on the other hand, I think are going to be put in wild card. That entire division, outside of the two teams at the bottom, are very, very suspicious to
Mhm.
me. And both of them, I think, could equally fight for the division lead, but at the same time, that division is, I wouldn't say a trash fire, but it looks like a very,
Dumpster fire and a
very
half, I guess.
suspicious division. So wild card
Alright.
at best for Titans.
All right.
Bump
I was
that.
originally thinking wild card too, but I'm gonna
Yes.
stick with most of the guys that say divisional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Julio Jones is officially off of IR, so now they have a weapon back.
But
And now they can just abuse the Jaguars and wait for others to come back to be healthy.
Yep.
This Alfredo is
Ag,
lit.
show,
Thanks,
Ag,
Ag,
show,
very cool.
Ag, show the Alfredo. Come on, man.
I'm
Ag,
Italian.
if you're
eat
there.
pasta.
Show us
But-
the Alfredo.
Stand by.
okay. Also,
Alright,
the Rams
now-
logo. We need to update that too. But
No,
go
you
on.
don't. No,
There he
you're
is.
fine.
Difficult, but I'm gonna see what I can do here.
That.
Oh, boy.
That's a. All right, I'm going.
Give
Let's
now.
show up
Full
this
chunks of
Alfredo.
chicken. We got spinach. We got egg noodles. We got
you
mozzarella
go.
cheese cream, Alfredo sauce, onions, mushrooms, black pepper, red pepper, rosemary, basil, garlic, thyme, Italian seasoning. Shit's good, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a halfway decent cook.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
there
are.
you go.
I was expecting.
Mozzarella cheese, Parmesan.
So
Not
the
bad.
Okay, I was kind of expecting you to add Frank's Red Hot Sauce on that, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, and
Good.
the key to cooking the chicken right. I'll cook the chicken in butter, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Oh, beautiful. Exactly it's and a little Italian seasoning. You get those Italian flavors in there. It brings out an Alfredo, so it doesn't feel like you're just eating cream.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I think you made Mayan hungry.
is very
Damn, looking
impressed.
good.
All right.
I know what I'm doing when it comes to cooking. I should take a picture of this and throw this in Burgers and Brews. So
Yeah,
I'll-
You
do it.
should.
Yeah,
You should.
Indeed. All right.
All right.
Next one.
Okay,
Oh, I got it.
So the next game
Vegas
is Chiefs
versus
and Raiders.
Kansas.
Oh,
The
Oh,
Chiefs are
Raiders and
divisional.
Chiefs.
The Raiders are suspicious. Raiders might be
Yeah.
wild card.
I
The
Yeah,
wild card
they're
too.
somewhere between sus
let-
and wild card.
We have 5 people on call, so we're gonna have the vote. We're gonna decide who's going.
amount of-
who, so remember,
I just
it
feel
is gonna
bad
be
for the
majority.
coin. It's dead.
Right in the Twitch channel name, go ahead and
Oh.
look it out.
It's just
Fine.
helps. It's just helps Twitch.
It's just
Yeah.
help 28.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just go ahead.
So look.
I'll type it in for me.
I'll
for
type
one
it-
of
I'll
my
type it in.
alternate accounts.
but also I'm going to say this for that game. I see the Raiders as a wild card team because even though they've been on a bit of a slide lately, it feels like they're just that one game away from actually, getting back on their feet and just being the Raiders we knew from the start of the season. On the other hand, with the Chiefs, I think their team that I have no idea how to gauge. Yes, they've been on a hot streak lately, and yes, they can absolutely win the division, but at the same time, it's like the Colts from a couple of years ago when they had a horrible start, came back to make the playoffs. I see it as that. It's like, what form are we going to see the Chiefs week to week? Are we going to see their current form, or are we going to see their early season form? I still don't think it's enough to take them out of the division lead, but it's very, very suspicious, Kansas City. I'm on to you.
All right.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna say this. Everyone, I got Ag. I'm also gonna say, who do you think is gonna be on the Kansas City bench? Is Kansas City sus or wild card?
Chiefs will win the West. He's playing
So,
against
put 'em in
So he's
division.
saying divisional. He's saying
Yeah.
divisional. I think.
Yeah, that's the only correct answer here.
Chiefs
Raiders
are
and
divisional.
either
I'm
wild
gonna
the
say Raiders
Raiders-
or wild cards. I'm gonna say Raiders or wild card.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the. If it's too bad you can't do the boundary between wild card and sus, because that would be where the Raiders belong.
Yeah, like just right on the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the next game, Seattle
I-
and Houston. We've already done Houston.
Yeah.
None of those are
Seattle. I'm
trash.
putting
Seattle's-
into the same category.
No.
Seattle. I'm
Oh,
putting
yeah.
into the same
No,
category.
Seattle's
No, no.
100%.
No.
They are last play.
Yeah,
I'm
move
gonna
them
Seattle
up.
is better than the New York Jets.
Yeah, they're way better than the Jets.
Here's
Move
the
them to
thing.
trash.
Seattle, I think, because everybody was talking after last season about how they fired their offensive coordinator, and they thought, oh, this might be good for them.
Nope.
Problem
Nope.
is, the wheels have fallen off, and like with another team I mentioned, they're not bad enough to win the Tank Bowl, but they're not good enough to compete. They're in limbo, the worst place that a football or any team competing can be. And thank you, Mayan. But for any team, when you're not bad enough to get the top pick, but not good enough to be in playoff talks, that's limbo in and of itself. Seattle's there thoroughly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ag just mentioned that's the Jeff Fisher zone. Jeff, this is the kind of zone that makes Jeff Fisher smile because he thinks,
Yes.
hey,
Just-
I look good by
just barely
comparison.
missed it.
7-9, man.
Yep.
He's returned.
Think Jeff Fisher -1, 6-10.
Or in this
Alright.
case, 7-10 because 17 game season.
Well, it depends on what Jeff Fisher wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And with
the
that
next game
said-
is going to be a bloodbath.
Oh,
Ravens
yes,
versus
it
Browns.
is.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
in Cleveland,
And I'm
by
in
the
the
way.
Cleveland
the
local
battle
market,
of
so I'm going to be
Cle-
watching that.
It's Battle of the Browns, basically, because
Yes.
Baltimore used to be the Browns, so that's why I'm calling it the Battle of the Browns.
Watching the Ravens. Although this will be like this will be like the Cowboys Washington game where the winner would be pretty much be the divisional doghouse. But the Ravens are highly suspect, even though they're going to make the playoffs. They got completely exposed by Miami. Their
They
offense
did.
is completely fucked.
Yep. Ravens should be sus, but they got bailed out by high-end talent. Here I come to save the day.
Now here's the question.
Insert crapper
The
noise
Browns
too, I guess.
also be wild card.
Hang on. I also want to say.
Yeah, put both of the.
Hang on, I'm about to say this, but here's the thing. It's kind of like, don't forget, one of them stuck with this.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I think for both teams,
both teams
Ravens,
wild card straight out of the gate.
Which means the Bengals are divisional. Hot takes.
No.
I'm not sure about the Browns because I agree with them being a wild card, but I think they're another borderline team between that and sus, only because they've been ravaged by injuries all this season, and it's prevented them from going further. If they get healthy in time, I think they could be a wild card, but that's the thing. If they're healthy in time, leave them at wild card, but Browns, get healthy and try and do something. Please.
I hear a call for Browns being downgraded as a sus.
The main thing with the Browns, they need to just rest Baker.
Should we move him down to sus for the time being?
Frickin' Baker.
Put
him in sus for the time being.
Let him heal. He would
fucking heal Baker, otherwise I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Here's the thing: the Browns do have the talent. They do have the coach. They just need to make the right decisions going forward. That's all they need to do.
That's it.
If you do, then you got yourself a prime contender.
Who's on bye?
That's it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Philly and Indianapolis are on bye this week.
And I think Tampa Bay is also on bye.
Tampa Bay is on bye.
I'd say we put Indy wild card.
They're not on bye yet. That's next. No, wait.
No,
Indy's on bye this week. Indy's on bye.
Colts have a bye this week. I would put the Colts in wild card.
If Tennessee's divisional, then Indy is wild card.
Yeah.
Indy is
if we
wild
do this,
card.
I'm going to do this, actually. How about that?
No, Tennessee and Indy are in the same division, you moron. Moron.
Tennessee
and Indy on the same division.
At this point, I'm going to be
divisional winners.
Colts are sus.
Yeah. I'm just
going to put them in wild card because honestly, they've been doing really good. But remember, they're under injury spell too, so I'm going to put them in wild card.
Here's the thing: I'm going with their in the wild card because the two places I want to put them, they're right in between. They have a chance to usurp Tennessee for the division in a very terrible division, yes, but at the same time, they've had trouble putting it all together, so they're very suspicious. But because there's something in between those two, I'd say they go there.
Yep, wild card.
I'm about to say this. I think we should probably up someone. Yeah, Tampa Bay's running this week.
Afterwards.
I'm gonna throw the Eagles into the trash.
Yeah,
I'm throwing the Eagles in trash. I'm kidding.
Put them in sus because they actually have a chance to win the NFC East. Believe it or not.
I'm putting them in sus because yes, they've done pretty well now with Minshew, but we're still under about what the fuck's gonna happen. What the fuck's gonna happen? Do I need to defenestrate myself out of Dodger soon?
Well, here's the thing. First of all, let's address Ag's comments. And he says there can only be 3 wild cards in the AFC, and he says the Raiders are sus. I agree with that, but I also am going to say this for Philly. I feel like they maybe downgrade them from where they are only because Nick Sirianni, their head coach, has been insistent on playing Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is about as raw as a Pittsburgh steak. And they continue to chuck him. I know,
doesn't
but
care. He can make it as many times as he wants.
But here's the thing,
because it's true.
But or should I say they're about as raw as a fish fresh from the lake. But because Philly is still insistent on sticking with him, they're still insistent on.
We have a goal in MLS Cup 2021. Castellanos from New York City FC puts them up 1-0.
There we go.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay, back to what I was saying. The more they continue to stick with things like things are fine, the worse they'll be. But Minshew is basically a Hail Mary. It worked. They're just not going to stick with him. Philly, fly away to the trash tier.
Okay, all those in
Yeah.
favor of
Damn.
sending them to the trash tier say aye.
Put them down.
Yep. Everyone.
And all those of knocking down Indy to the sus tier say aye.
No. And now we will be moving on to the 3:00 games. Yes, I'm in Central Time. Screw you.
Oh, okay.
Also, one
Okay,
moment.
time out.
Eastern
Just-
time goaded.
Hang on. Ag's got a point. We got to put someone. Because here's the thing. The wild card, he's got 3 wild cards in play here.
Yeah.
And here's what he's saying. Baltimore, or the Spanos shaming device, and Buffalo.
I would move the
But
Raiders to sus. Move
But
the
I think,
Raiders.
but here's the thing. I agree with this point, but I think there are quite a few teams that can compete for that wild card. So having them there is understandable.
Here's the thing. I'm thinking we're either going to have to knock down either the Raiders or the Colts.
Raiders. My
Raiders.
vote is Raiders.
Raiders to...
Sus.
All right.
But,
Raiders
then
are
the
what's
next
the-
game-
I'll agree with that. All right.
Well,
so
what's
the
The
next
next
game?
Giants versus the Chargers. The Giants are trash.
Trash.
The Chargers are a wild card.
Chargers are...
Yeah.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think
I'll
that
agree
the
with
Chargers are wild card only because it feels again like they're just so close to doing something more than what they have, and that might be because like they've had to play some tough opponents, or they've been on a bad skid. But on the other hand, we have the Giants. My goodness, this team cannot do anything right.
that. Boys,
Help, I see what you're
God.
doing. Do it. Hurry up and
No.
do
you
it.
want me to do it?
Do
Just
it.
do it.
CFL.
No.
And then
Give my
Denver
Detroit.
will be... Denver is
Hope
either
you like
sus
playing
or
in
trash.
Windsor.
Stop!
Shut up. Shut up. I don't
Lion-
want to, but the Lions are in a bad way.
Denver
the
is
Lions-
uber
Denver is
sus.
sus. I agree.
I think the Lions to me are an interesting team because we see them with their only 1 win on the season and we think this is a bad team. The problem is everything other than the head coach is either overcooked, undercooked, or just does not belong on an NFL field. It feels like they have a coach. Everything else around them they don't have.
It's pure
And-
dog shit.
Right.
This is kind of their assessment year to see what do we need around Dan Campbell.
So what
They
do we
could
need?
fi- they
Yes.
They could absolutely improve and in terms of tier, but at the same time, they're basically having to start over after a bit what amounts to a nuclear blast known as Matt Patricia. So again,
So they might pull the trigger and say, "Screw it, we're doing it now." So that's why, in my opinion. So I'm thinking. So Ags brought up a good point. He thinks that the Lions could be moved up to trash, but at the end of the day, you can't keep finding ways to lose.
Exactly.
and again, I can agree with that. It's just that again, everything around Dan Campbell is either undercooked, overcooked, or should not be there. So he's got nothing really to work with. But but it seems like they have the right guy to lead them moving forward.
Into the
I
promised
like
land.
where they're going, but they're not there yet. Just don't screw this up, Ford family.
By
All
the way,
right,
Hulk,
next
That's
game.
asking for
here.
too much, Zep.
There
All
are
right,
two
That's
more.
all
asking
right,
too
all
much.
right. Next game here,
there are
boys.
2 more teams on a bye week.
No,
Miami and New England are on the bye week.
but no, they aren't.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
They already finished
Yeah, they
their bye
are.
week.
Yeah,
They
they're on
already
a bye
finished their
week.
bye week.
New England is
Let
on
me
a
look.
bye week, and there's
No,
Super
New
Bowl
England's on a bye.
214.
Miami's on a bye.
Oh, for this week?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
week.
for this
yeah.
week.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
are. Cope.
All right. Miami, I'm going to
Co-partner.
say...
Miami is sus.
I'm going to say either suspicious or trash.
sus.
Sus.
I have 2
Sus.
votes for trash, 3 votes for sus. Sorry, Ag, we're outnumbered.
Yep.
They're the
And then the
AFC Eagles.
Patriots
Fair
are
enough.
Super
Those are
Bowl.
strong school. And
Please
who
kill
else?
me.
Who else is sent to the
Patriots.
Pa-
Patriots
Patriots.
division.
They're Super Bowl, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell,
I
they
hate this.
Health. Hurry up.
I hate
run
myself.
from it, dread it. It's always
But
here.
can I just, I'm going to just say this.
I'm saying,
Miami.
I'm saving the other hatred
what?
bowl for later.
I'm all for a
saving
good
the
heel
hatred bowl,
story.
the other hatred
This
bowl
is
for last.
Belichick's revenge.
Guys, you heard
Can
what
I
I'm
have-
saying. I'm keeping
please?
I'm keeping I'm keeping a game back to be last. Next one is San Francisco versus Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
San
Cincinnati, I
Fran
think,
is
is,
trash. San Fran
Cincinnati
trash.
is
Cincinnati is-
division.
and San Francisco is.
And I'm gonna
sus.
say, should I say Bengals division?
Bengals are divisional. We've already established
Bangs-
that with
all
the
right,
other
all right.
division team.
But Ag is saying you should move the team to sus.
Yes,
because
I would
of-
All
agree with
because
that.
of all because the team has been injured to hell and back.
Yes.
Well, this is basically a revenge of 2020. This is basically a repeat of 2020 for them, basically.
San Francisco is NFC's Cleveland.
All right, Zep, floor.
Zep,
Zep.
You
Zep.
got the
I
floor.
think Zep has the internet.
Wake up!
Zep has the internet
No,
again.
Zep doesn't have it. No, Zep doesn't have the internet. The
Okay,
pizza
he's
parlor
done.
he's in has the internet.
Yes, he has the internet.
It's,
It's not Zep's internet. That would be the
pizza
pizza
place.
parlor
That'll be the
he's
pi-
in.
Oh yeah, that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But we'll say either sus. All right, all those. I'm gonna say it's either
Sus.
sus or trash.
Sus.
Sus. That's 3 votes for Sus.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right.
And
So with that
the next
said,
game would
Sus.
be.
the whoa! I'm skipping that one.
Okay.
Next up,
The good old football game.
Packers, Bears.
Bears and Packers.
Bears are trash. Packers
There he
are.
is.
Oh shit!
Yep,
All right.
it
All right,
happened.
Zep,
Don't
I was
blame that
about
on
to
your
say,
internet. That
did you have
would
to
be
say
the pizza
did you have to
parlor's
say on San Fran
internet.
real quick?
Yeah, I was going to mention. It feels to me like the Miami Dolphins. Feels like they're starting to find form, and they could somehow manage to squeak into wild card spots. It would take everything going right for them to do that, but they absolutely have the potential. New England, on the other hand, it feels like they're getting hot at the right time, and by hot I mean destroying everybody and leaving behind scorched earth.
Yep.
We can run from it, we can fear it, but they are back.
All right.
Dang
so
it.
with that, all right. But with that,
And then what's
said-
this game?
Down with Tommy.
Oh!
All right, Doc.
Packers to the CFL. I think. All right. All in favor of sending communism to the CFL.
Nay.
No.
Nay, I was just making a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
the
I will,
Packers are either Super Bowl or divisional.
Well, here's the thing.
I-
heard
I would
Packers are
put
gonna
I
be
would put the Packers in
doghouse.
divisional.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And Bears, I think CFL. People,
I'd put them at trash, but they are very much down there.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say-
disagree.
there's gonna be a reason. Oh,
I'm going to mention. I think the Bears are in the trash tier because they've been openly arguing with their head coach. They've been openly hoping he gets fired, but the Bears never fire a head coach in the middle of a season in all of their history. They never have. I don't think this is the time for them to start. The Packers, on the other hand, look very suspicious to me because it feels like they are over. It feels like the record is better than what they are. What I've seen of them has looked okay. Not run away with the division, good, but okay. Plus, Aaron Rodgers, the whole thing with him, it feels like they're just there. I don't. It's like I can't tell if it's because they've played some good opponents or they've gotten fortunate. But there are a few games, like especially against the Rams, where I can point out and say, had things just broken a little bit differently, we'd be seeing the Packers in a very different light.
Yep.
Oh
Then
no!
Ag, get that Wilson meme out of here.
All right,
Zip,
all right,
the word
all
you're
right, all
looking
right,
for
all right.
is Rogers
Okay,
is rent
I'm gonna
free
read
in
Ag.
Chicago.
Okay, I'm gonna read.
I owe you. I stole you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna about to say what Ag wrote down here, basically. And this is his arguments for why I am. And I'm with him. I'm with him with this to put Bears inside of the CFL. The coaching is absolute dog shit. Their ownership is basically as bad as what happened with Benning, for fuck's sake.
No, with the
Sorry if
boy.
I'm using wrong wording in Ag, but it is what it
He's
is.
talking about the Detroit
Fields is
Lions
basically
owners.
Fields is basically just getting wasted on field. Remember, but this is a bad team in a bad division. They got wins over Minshew and Detroit.
Yeah.
Hey, Bears blow ass. Bears are the anti-Lions. They have the talent that Detroit doesn't, but they have coaching that is so much shit.
Yeah,
Chicago is abysmal.
I just think they're trash for that reason. They have everything they want, everything they need, except a coach that can, coach.
My opinion, this is why I think we're gonna throw both of them in the CFL just for for both reasons.
Okay.
Trash.
Lions are the anti-Bears. Bears are the anti-Lions.
Yep. And so the next game would be the Cardinals and the Rams for Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The Cardinals are Super Bowl. The Rams are wild card.
We might have. I think we might have different arguments here, boys.
I agree. I think I personally think that the Cardinals are.
Ags brought up a good point. Cards to division, Rams to wild card.
Rams to wild
Exactly.
card, 100%.
I second what Ag just mentioned. The Rams are just a frustrating team because they have all the pieces they need.
Excuse me, what?
The
Wrong
Rams.
city, Ag. Wrong city.
Be wild card.
Yeah, St. Louis is going to be wild card
What?
with the football.
Wrong city.
No,
No, fuck you.
Screw you, Crunky.
But
I'll agree
if I
with-
can have
I'll
some
agree
room
with
here,
that.
the Rams.
Also, by the way, we need to get one more team from the NFC up. So between the Vikings,
hang on a sec.
Falcons, Saints, and Niners, one of them has to move up to wild card. I'm gonna go with 49ers.
No.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No, we're gonna send it. I'm calling Saints.
Saints.
I'm calling Saints with Ag.
Yeah,
Saints, are you
could
sure?
be.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah,
we
he's
lost.
yeah.
And we
Ben,
lost Zep again.
Damn it.
Unless you
damn
close them
pizza
off.
parlor. Yeah,
Unless
yeah,
you close them
yeah.
off.
Ag is gonna give it to the Saints.
Yep. And now the last game that y'all had to skip over.
Yep. This is time for
Buccaneers
the
are
shit
Super
show and a
Bowl
half,
bound.
boys.
God help us all.
Fallen first order of the NFL versus the resistance of the NFL.
It's the NFL's world. We are just living in it.
Boys,
The
Boys,
Bills might be.
you heard what I
sus.
called this game. This is basically first
Bills
order
sus.
versus resistance.
Tampa
Tampa
to the
is Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Brady versus Belichick.
Buffalo might be.
Goat versus Hoodie.
I'm calling Buffalo division.
No,
No!
hell.
You
They
already
can't
have
make
the
them
Patriots
divisional.
over there.
You can't make them divisional.
Wild card.
They might
Buffalo
actually be
wild
sus.
card,
I
which
think
means
there's
we
an
gotta
argument for them
send
being
somebody
sus.
from the AFC down. I think it should be the Colts.
I can see moving Indy down, but I can also see Buffalo being moved to sus. Like they have not
right.
played like a good team at all. They're looking like last year as a
No.
fluke.
Yes, they have.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Buffalo looks like a fluke team.
And Ag brings up a good point. They have Baltimore has high end talent. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Marquise. You have Marquise Brown, Hollywood. You got
You have a
you got a good tight end in Andrews. You got every single weapon you can dream of.
Fair enough.
And that's why Baltimore could make it to a wild card.
All right.
Yeah. To me, I look at this and I see the Bills as the record is where I thought they'd be because they've looked incredibly suspicious, and yet they're somehow still pretty good in terms of the AFC. On the other hand, there's Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I know all of us who love the sport of American football want to see anybody except New England and Tampa, but it seems like these are the inevitable two, and we'll just watch as NFL media just jumps all over them.
And we might have our first. Hang on, is this going to be a first back-to-back? I think.
It would be the
We
first
pushed
back.
back.
It'll be the first back.
If Tampa wins, it's going to be the first back-to-back, is it not?
Since
It'll
Philadelphia.
be
No.
the first back-to-back since
No, since New England.
the
Since New
Patriots
England
did-
No, first back-to-back
since
winners. First back-to-back
since
winners, I think.
03-04.
Yeah, the Patriots.
Yes.
won that.
Okay.
And before that, the last team to do it was America's team.
The Cowgirls.
Yes.
Okay, actually, now it'll be Tampa.
I do want to take a quick motion right now, guys, and I want to say
Make up your mind, Ag.
NLL lacrosse. Oh, yeah,
It'll be tampon.
it'll be
The
Washington Raptors. You know what?
Yep.
That's
Ag is drunk. Ag's drunk.
Oh God.
all right.
Sunday alarm.
70.
The Sports Disaster Weather Service has issued a drunk Tic-Tac 70 warning for this StreamYard room. If you root for the Pittsburgh Penguins, University of Texas, Louisiana State University, or University of Oklahoma athletic programs, do not approach this individual.
This might lead to a healthy sniper block.
Failure to do that will involve you having toilet cider shoved down your throat.
Well, we've been on an hour, and I think Ag's gonna send us down here.
Okay, but I want to do.
Press
I want to
exit
have a
down.
little talk with you guys. So the
Ag
NLL
said-
kicked off.
And the lie
Ag-
detector determined that was a lie.
Anyways, Help, what's going on?
All right, boys. I want to say this. The NLL's kicked off. We all know this.
Yes.
And so far, I think I screwed up.
Oh,
What did you do?
What now?
I think I caused the reverse jinx. Do you
Of
want me to
what?
explain why?
You're not the
And I am launching
user.
it.
Oh, hey, look.
Sorry if I have a.
Oh, you're talking lacrosse.
Yes, I'm talking about
Oh.
lacrosse. Standing
Okay.
so far in the East. And, oh yeah, we do have a couple matches this last weekend. But anyways, Halifax 2. Philly 2. Bandits 1. Nighthawks 1. Rock 1 apiece. And then the other got... And then Firewolves and Swarm are losing one. And then Riptide taking the tank ball.
Help.
Tank ball.
And then take a look.
All right, guys.
Vancouver.
I am going to go.
Vancouver, I call the
Hang
reverse.
on.
It is
Okay,
a
hang on,
jinx.
guys.
Has Hell,
Ag.
Ag
Here's
has an
the plot.
Just
announcement.
letting y'all know, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I need to get prepared to do some fiduciary misconduct next. So if y'all would like to watch that stream,
Have fun.
twitch.tv/PureBatter.
We'll be over there after
I will
this.
See you guys there, hopefully.
All right,
Thanks
we'll
for
see you there.
joining us, man.
Mag.
See y'all.
See,
All right.
okay, so Help, you were
Yeah.
saying?
So with that said, I am gonna. I've done the reverse curse.
You've
Did
done
it.
it. Congratulations.
It's only 2 games.
Your
here.
Vancouver
team is
Warriors
winning.
are leading the West with 2 wins. Colorado Mammoth 1. Calgary, and then everyone else is losing, apart from Painter City, who lost twice.
Well, also, Help, since we're talking about obscure sports, how's my boy Duck doing in the CFL?
Yeah,
Is he
Devlin.
part of the Ticats?
Yeah, how's Ottawa doing? Because that's where Devlin
They got
Hodges is.
eliminated a while ago.
Damn it.
But
Yeah,
here's
isn't
the
it
sad part is
Hamilton and
we're
Winnipeg
headed, boys.
for the
Time
Grey
out.
Cup?
Yeah, Grey Cup's this weekend.
Enjoy.
Damn right.
All right, good
Do you
to
want
know.
me to tell you who's the teams that are competing for that stuff?
Didn't Duck just say it was
I
Hamilton?
already
and
announced
Winnipeg?
that.
Yeah. So the teams that all right, I might as well say it again. Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Ballard's Bitch of Football.
Hamilton
The Ticats.
Tiger Cats.
Yep.
Also, schedule for this week for lacrosse. The next. Oh my gosh! Look at that score.
Good luck.
14 to... That score got me. Too bad it's on the NFL.
I don't
And
think
this
that
is
score got me in the NLL either.
But anyways, this
Oh,
week's
talking lacrosse,
this week's
damn it.
games, tonight's games in Eastern time zones. We got Buffalo Bandits versus the Nighthawks.
As opposed to
Battle of-
Bayhawks.
Battle of the Empire State there.
No, it's Battle of the Bagoolas.
Lovely.
That too.
Calgary versus Saskatchewan. We got
Versus
we got a
Saskatchewan.
Canada Cup showdown. We got an alternate Canada Cup showdown, basically. And we got San Diego versus Colorado.
Alright.
All right.
And then Sunday we got Biscat. We got Swarm versus Riptide.
There you go.
Alright.
And all right. I believe that's it for that. Do we have anything else to add real quick before we go to
Yeah.
shoutouts?
I think we'll just go to shoutouts.
All right.
Zep, you go first.
Oh, shoot.
Or not.
Come out.
Sorry. All
Damn
right.
it,
Let's go.
Al.
I was
All right,
about to say,
let's
you
go.
guys can take the shoutouts first, but I'll just have the floor. First of all, thank you to Beer Batter Aggie Syndrome for joining us today. Thank you, Mayan, for joining us. You can go check Mayan and her significant other, Zik, on the Twitch channel. I'm Zik. I am _ZIK. So thank you for joining us. And also to everybody who's allowed me to post about this podcast I'm part of in their servers, this being Mortal Paralite, Druish Princess, Chloe Fluff, and the Raven Armed. If you guys are out there, thank you guys very much, as well as you, Ashley Adams, AA Gaming. Thank you. And to everybody who out there who joined us in commenting and watching, thank you all so very much. We are happy to be back, and we're also happy to have you back.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
In
All right,
this manner,
Shelby.
we are finishing up.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right.
You're up.
All right.
Reckoning, you're up next.
Well, first of all, rest in peace to everyone that died from these historical tornadoes. And thanks for letting me back on, even though I've been gone the last 2 months. Thanks, Martin. And I think that's it for me.
Go Skyhawks.
Yay!
All right.
Next.
Duck, it's your turn.
All right. So I want to thank you to John Duncan from Off the Wall Hockey for hopping in for the show for a little bit. And rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas and people who lost their lives in Kentucky. My heart and condolences to your guys' friends and families. And thank you guys for another fantastic stream. Helv,
All right.
you're up next.
Time for me to finish this off. All right. First off, I want to say a huge thanks to Ag, Dodger, of course, Off the Wall, and whoever Zep mentioned. And I want to say thank you guys for letting us show our stream off to you guys in your selected servers. We are glad to be a part of your team. Glad to be a part of a sporting community as well as the streaming community, now and then. Also, from my voice, this is going to be a huge sad. Also, from my end, condolences to the family, friends, and the former teammates of Demaryius Thomas, and to whoever has perished, and to victims of what happened in Kentucky this last weekend, yesterday or last weekend. My thoughts and prayers are with you guys as you continue to do this. As we had a little bit of a tornado earlier this season too, because of weather system hiccups. Weather system rivers. I also want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for giving us topics. If you guys want to give us topics, we're glad to listen.
Hit us.
Yeah. Oh shoot, did we forget a topic? Oh no, we forgot a topic.
No, we're
I think
good.
we got him.
Nope,
No,
okay.
We did.
We didn't.
What? Didn't?
We didn't
No.
miss one.
Oh, that's the
Didn't miss one. We're
first.
good.
That's the first. Holy crap.
Hell,
did it.
we've done it again.
And then remember.
There's your Nick Castellanos moment right there.
All right, and
remember,
I do want
y'all.
to say, I want to also say thank you for for the people who joined us on stream this week. And I do want to say something else from the bottom of my heart. Christmas time's coming up, and I do want to say Merry Christmas to everyone as we begin basically the holiday season here on the channel. We'll be back on Wednesday on a special on my Twitch channel. You can go look up at twitch.com/helv28. And then we'll be back here on Saturday for the last stream of the holiday season. We will not be doing an episode during the Christmas weekend.
And don't forget this Wednesday.
I already said that.
Oh, I'm definitely good to know.
And I also want to say this from my group. And then we'll probably do something around New Year's Eve if everyone agrees. Like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day,
with that.
if everyone agrees to it. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. And with that said, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah.